Hi Leo, welcome to your monthly reading for October 2023. The books you can see at the sides here are from the oracle decks I'm going to be using for the reading. This book that you can see in the middle is a very vintage tarot handbook. So I actually only ordered one from World of Books and by mistake they sent me two. I did tell them that they've sent me an extra one by mistake and they said that I could keep it and just give it to charity. So what I'm going to do instead is, if anyone wants the book as part of a birthday giveaway from me, please, if you'd like it, send me an email. My email address is on my about page. It's also in the description box. I've said a million times I'm a Libra. My birthday is actually on Friday the 13th of October. And I've learned that the Friday the 13th is actually associated with the divine feminine. Libra is also associated with the divine feminine, along with Venus, which rules Libra. I'm a Libra sun, and I also have Venus in Libra, or Libra in Venus. I think Venus in Libra, isn't it? So yeah, that's a lot of divine feminine energy. My 13th birthday was actually on Friday the 13th as well. And I've never really thought of it as bad luck, although I did have a 13th birthday party, which was a bit of an awkward disaster. I mean, all the kids were around the same age, around about my age, and it was just very awkward. So it could have just been because we were all at that strange age. I believe my 18th birthday was also on Friday the 13th. So for some reason, I have a lot of milestone birthdays on Friday the 13th. Anyway, let's get on with your reading. So we're going to start off with some oracle cards from my favorite deck. Sorry, not oracle cards, tarot cards from my favorite deck, which is the Everyday Witch. And let's look at what your main theme is for October. So what is Leo's main theme for October 2023? And as I've said on the channel a million times, I am a Leo rising and a Leo moon, so I'm kind of half and half. Sometimes I'm Leo energy, sometimes I'm Libra energy. I've got a lot of Sagittarius placements as well, so sometimes that can kick in quite a bit. But anyway, let's look at Leo. We're focusing on Leo now. So what is Leo's main theme? Right, you have, wow, 10 of Cups and 2 of Wands. I'm getting path to happiness. Choosing your pathway to happiness. Let's get your specific energy. Are we going to take all of them? No. Okay. I'm getting yes for the Lovers, but it's like I can't just take one of them, so I'll try that again. Let's try that again. Okay, I'm getting a tunnel kind of feeling in my ear, so I don't know. I get that when I feel like something or someone's trying to communicate with me, but let's continue. So let's try that again. So what is Leo's specific energy? 10 of Wands. Any external energies? Nine of Wands. Let's get any, I don't know, I'm moving them that way, past energies relating to this. And you have the Hermit, the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, if I can fit them here. Let's move them along actually, because they are going to take up quite a bit of space with so many cards there. Let's get current energies for Leo. Strength, your card. Right, let's get any potential future energies. The Tower, Death and the Page of Swords. That's huge. That is pretty big. That could be an epiphany actually, but yeah, I don't know how to lay that out. Let's see. Let's put it like that. And any guidance for you as well. Or you learn something that changes everything. That's the feeling I'm getting from that. Right, guidance is the 10 of Pentacles, reverse, yep. 3 of Cups. Okay. Let's get you some oracle cards. So we're going to start off with the Power of Surrender card first of all. So what does Leo need to know for October? Surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. You also have surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness, and I have to say, every time I read this, I disagree with the statement. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. But anyway, to communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Yeah, I disagree with the defensiveness is a sign of weakness. I mean, that's just my opinion. People may disagree with me. I do agree, though, with them communicating in a more empowered way is by hearing someone out. Although sometimes the situation you just, I don't know, every situation is different, isn't it? I think a lot of us would love to be clear-headed and to respond to everything very calmly and clearly, but some situations wind you up, don't they? And we're only human. And then sometimes, depending on the situation and the person, some people need to have a new arsehole ripped. I'll be honest with you, I think they do, because some people just don't get it, do they? You can be as calm and polite and clear and whatever with them as you want, but sometimes it's either you have to use a stern voice, or if that doesn't work, then you rip them a new arsehole. Feel free to share your opinions on that. If there's anybody out there that can always manage everything with a very, very calm manner, I'd love some tips on that. But not to say that I kick off. I don't really kick off much, to be honest. But yeah, some situations you do need to get a little bit more aggressive, shall we say. That doesn't mean you go knocking people out, but yeah. Let's get you a Vampire's card as well. What else does Leo? Oh, discipline, okay. So discipline, training, consistency, practice. So that may be where you need to be more disciplined with yourself. If there are any remnants of low self-esteem, I would say that's kind of just about managing that low self-esteem longer term, like having coping mechanisms when it starts to kick in. I mean, as much as Leo is about strength and we think of Leo as being very courageous and empowered, we're all human. We all go through phases of low self-esteem and feeling like shit, and it can come back up, can't it? Like, you can go through it, get over that, and then it comes back again. Maybe discipline in terms of the defensiveness as well. I mean, Leos are quite passionate, so if you are someone who gets wound up quite easily, maybe that's another thing that needs to be sort of, it's not to dim your light or anything like that, but just think of ways of communicating in a more empowered way, whatever that means for you. So let's get some clarification on these cards, shall we? So you've got the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. Sorry, I'm just getting a message because I'm thinking one of the previous readings I did for you, there was something where I was saying that you might be getting criticised for your choices. So that could potentially be where low self-esteem and defensiveness come in, if people criticise the path that you choose and your choices. Yeah, that's something to think about. But anyway, 2 of Wands, 10 of Cups. What came out first? I think it was this one. 7 of Swords, a 9 of Swords, and you also have the Devil. It looks like it's actually sideways, so I guess I'm going to take it upright. Or was it? No, actually it was reversed. You know what I've used the wrong clarifiers again. I'm actually going to do that again since I've used the wrong clarifiers. I keep doing this. When the decks are the same size and they have similar artwork, it gets a bit confusing. So let's attempt that again. I need to make sure that once I've taken the main cards out, I put the main deck far, far away from the table. Right, this is the clarifying deck. So let's clarify 2 of Cups and 2 of Wands again. Try that again. There we go. Ace of Pentacles, High Priestess. Anything else? We have the Hermit, and we have Knight of Cups, and we have Death. I still feel it's the same thing. It's literally about you choosing your own path to happiness. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is where you want to plant a seed and what you want to commit to. High Priestess and the Hermit together is strongly a sense of listening to your own intuition in a knowing and following your own path. Knight of Cups is pursuing your dreams, isn't it? The things that make you happy. And then Death is where you transform everything. You leave behind what needs to be left behind and have a rebirth and go towards what you need to go to. So literally this is just saying to me, following your path to happiness. That's what I'm getting from that. So this 10 of Wands card, that could be releasing the burdens of low self-esteem and the need, even not even the defensiveness itself, but the need to feel like you have to defend your choices and your path, potentially. But let's clarify that 10 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles, yeah. Leaving that feeling behind. As I say, if anyone criticizes your choices and your path, it will leave you feeling kind of like that, in a way, like rejected. I mean, I've felt like that before, where I have felt like an outsider, like an outcast or something, just based on the things that I believe in, the choices I want to make. I've just felt like I'm odd compared to everybody else. And I know they say you shouldn't compare yourself to anyone else, but it's pretty hard when it's something that happens a lot to you. Like if it's a one-off or it happens a couple of times, you can let it go. But when you felt like that for a lot of your life, like an outsider for a lot of your life, then it's hard to overcome that feeling, isn't it? So let's get a little bit more on that. Six of Wands, King of Wands, and Nine of Swords. So firstly, with the Six of Wands and King of Wands here, that to me is where you want to feel valued and appreciated and respected and seen. As I said, the Five of Pentacles is kind of feeling like an outsider, feeling left out in the cold, and then these two cards here are the opposite, aren't they? So the burdens you would be releasing is a feeling like an outsider, feeling anxiety around being seen and being respected and being valued. Anything else? Okay, let's get another one after that Five of Wands. I'm just going to get one for that Five of Wands. I have a thought, but I just want to... Let's get one more. And one more. Okay, so for me, this Five of Wands is overcoming the challenge of where you need to to do with your own sovereignty, exploring. As I keep saying, the Page of Wands is often my little explorer, and he can be in quite a few of the decks be known as eccentric. And then the King of Swords is what you know, it's your knowledge, it's knowing who you are, isn't it? So it's overcoming any challenges around that where the opposites, where you've not felt like you're empowered, where you have felt like the odd one out, or maybe potentially reluctant to pursue your own path because you might feel it's weird. The King of Swords, maybe not trusting what you know or feeling some sort of inadequacy in any way. Then you've got the Seven of Pentacles. I actually feel like that's to do with that could be more to do with your worth, or is sort of contemplating to yourself, is what I'm doing or investing in worthwhile? And then you've got Strength there. That's where you overcome the challenge. Okay. So definitely releasing burdens of feeling not valued, not respected, like an outsider potentially. We're going to look at that Nine of Wands, and I would say that is showing the impact of how others may have made you feel, like you're in a constant battle to prove yourself. And it's difficult to say what I mean with that. It could be different things for different people actually. Like sometimes proving yourself is about proving that you can be successful. Sometimes it's in a sense of fitting in, like proving that you're normal. Sometimes it's proving to yourself that you can be yourself and that you can be true to yourself and honor yourself as well. But let's see what comes up with that Nine of Wands. I mean, that does feel like defensiveness. I know Seven of Wands is typically that, but Nine of Wands to me is defensiveness as well. I mean, you've got the Seven Wands on the ground. She's holding up the two wands, which are her choices. The Seven of Wands are what she's been attacked with. So, well, probably not attacked with, but that's how it feels. I mean, I don't know. There isn't a story. I don't think there could be a story in the book about how the Seven Wands ended up on the ground. Maybe those are all the ones that she's had to use to fight with and they've run out of steam. Or maybe those are the ones that others have tried to attack her with. Who knows? But let's see what else comes out for that Nine of Wands. Again, the Emperor. Seven of Cups. Knight of Swords. I feel from this, and it's a weird one, but I feel like these three, the Emperor, the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Swords, it's like a conflict between your sovereignty and your sense of empowerment and the effect that others have had on that. And I know that's a weird one, but that's what it feels like to me. It feels like the conflict and confusion between others and the self. And I would say that all you've wanted is the Two of Cups, is to feel like your energy is matched, like who you are understood. Because I think Two of Cups, I think it's in the Beautiful Creatures deck, their definition of the Two of Cups, or one of their main definitions, is one of understanding. Let's get something else for that. Three of Swords, that's where you've been hurt. Probably where you've been misunderstood, to be honest. Seven of Wands, where you would have had to stand up for yourself. So let's take this upright, yeah. And again, this Knight of Wands is choosing your own path. And again, Ten of Cups, path towards happiness. Let me get one for that Seven of Cups on its own. So this is you and what you want and what fills your cup. I'll get one more, but it still feels like confusion around, yeah, what others want and what you want. It's like with that Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords there, it's like you've always had this seed or thing that you've wanted to do or seed that you've wanted to plant, but because of the confusion, it's kind of held you back a little bit. Let me clarify the Emperor to see if that's I wasn't sure if that was your energy or someone else. I definitely feel that Knight of Swords is you and your truth. Is the Emperor you, or is that an external influence of where you've kind of felt like someone or something in some area of your life has had power over you? What's the Emperor? That would be things that have had power over you, that have left you feeling disappointed. The Tower tried to come out as well. And that's what's created confusion in a way. And I know it's probably sounds weird for Leos, because we always, as I say, think of Leos as strong and courageous, blah, blah, blah. But as I say, we are all human. Yeah, it could be something that's gone on in the past where you felt like something or someone had power over you, and whatever the Emperor is, that's how you've established what the right thing would be to do for you, but rather than having the own sense of what's right for you, for yourself or in yourself. But that's probably something you're aware of at this point in time. So I'm going to put these back in the deck because I know I use a lot of clarifiers. So I just like to make sure that I understand fully what the messages that I'm trying to convey. I don't like guessing anything, so even if I do have an instinct for something and it's right, I'd rather get the cards out and sort of have the cards corroborate that I'm right than to guess something. Or to corroborate with what I'm feeling on something. So let's look at the Hermit, Six of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles as your past energies. That's where you've chosen, that's where you've decided what the path is, what you want to commit to, what the path is that it is that you want to pursue. The Hermit, Six of Pentacles, and it's something that you've figured out for yourself rather than having anyone else put thoughts into your head. Yeah, this is where you've had to be independent and think for yourself, stand on your own 2 feet, plan for yourself what you want to do. Plan what you want your foundation to be, plan what you want to build on. And develop your own foundation as well. Anything else? 10 of Wands, that would be where you've probably dropped the burden of other people's interference, potentially. Wow, that was very aggressive. I'm not going to take that, although I probably should, because that felt like a statement in itself. Yep, no longer juggling other people's values or what they say you should do and you trying to do what you want to do. Right, that Six of Cups has come back out again. Four of Swords. Yeah, I think you've contemplated and discovered some kind of peace for yourself, potentially where you get to decide what you want to do, what you believe, who you are. Yeah. Let's look at that Strength card. So could be courage, could just be simply strength. Anything else? What do we need to know about the Strength card? That would be the current energy. That's a rebirth. So whatever you've been through, it's probably made you stronger. Could be making decisions as well, reviewing, yeah, deciding what you want to build on now, where you want to put your effort. That's inspiration with the Ace of Wands. The Lovers, that's what you love, choosing what you love. Whether it's a person, a path, whatever it is. Anything else? Two of Swords. Let's get one for the Two of Swords on its own, please. You may still be in a process of learning how to make judgments that are in I was going to say making judgments that are in alignment with you, and then this Page of Wands here looks like he's answering a calling. So yeah, learning how to answer your calling, having the courage to do that, and having built up the strength to do it as well. Yeah, we'll leave it there. I would say it's about having the courage and the strength to follow your own path. Death card and Page of Swords. I feel like I've accidentally picked another card, a card up that was here. And I can't remember for the life of me what it was. It was probably like the Tower or Judgment or something. But yeah, I feel like I've picked it up by accident. Can't do anything about it now, but we've still got the Death card and the Page of Swords. So you have the Three of Wands, which would be, to me, it's your intentions. Anything else for Death and the Page of Swords together? Yeah, that would be your intention. Seed you want to plant with that Page of Pentacles. Nope. No, no, no. Right, Death and the Page of Swords again. Try that again. Nope. They really don't want to come out for this Death card. What the hell? So that's future energy, by the way. There we go. King of Pentacles and the Tower. Was it the Tower that was there before with the Death card? I can't remember now. I won't know until I'm able to watch it back. I would say this is now about going forward with that Death card and the Page of Swords. You've probably gained some new truths and you want to go forward with honourable intentions that are truly in alignment with you, and you want to build, but you want to build something solid now. Things that have fallen apart before may have helped you to learn how to move forward. Anything else after that Tower? You may want a new to follow a new. I mean, it is about following a path to happiness, but maybe you want to completely tear things down and start from scratch potentially, because it's Death and the Tower, isn't it? Queen of Swords. I would say that's fighting for what you believe in, but let's get something for that Tower on its own. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you want to put your effort into something that's going to be solid, that's going to be balanced. This is instability, isn't it? Three of Pentacles. King of Pentacles and Justice. I would say that you now want to build something that you truly believe in. So it's based on your beliefs, not based on what other people have said you should or shouldn't do. You want something solid, you want something balanced. That's what that's telling me. It doesn't necessarily tell me there's going to... I mean, there could potentially be a tower in the future and you have to rebuild from that. But more than anything, it's just saying that you want to build based on what you believe in, your beliefs. And if you have to tear something down to do that, then you will, I would say. So 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, that's like long-term plans, legacy potentially, that's your advice. I would say here with 3 of Cups in reverse, whatever you're doing, 2 messages. Number 1, if you can have genuine support in whatever you're trying to build, accept it. Or if there are people in your life who are not genuinely supportive of you, then deal with it accordingly, whether it means that you have to have distance from those people, or whether you just have to cut ties with them altogether. We don't always have to cut ties with people, to be honest. I mean, it's usually only in extreme situations that happens, but you may have to distance yourself from people that don't genuinely support you. Let's get a little bit more for that. Yeah, you may have to, well, that looks more like cutting ties, doesn't it? But that's where 3 of Cups there that have fallen, that's where the support that wasn't really, it probably was there at one time, or it seemed like it was there, but it's gone now. So look at who's left, or form new alliances with people that can offer genuine support. And then that 5 of Swords would be the people that are that would be the people who aren't genuine, the people that are against you, the people that don't want to see you succeed, the people that want to sabotage you. Okay, you've got the Sun. No. Hierophant. Okay. This feels a lot like to do with people, these advice cards. So I wonder, I mean, I suppose if you've got low self-esteem, that doesn't come from nowhere, does it? And defensiveness and low self-esteem often involve other people in some way, shape or form. The Sun for me, it's saying that you need for people to show you their true colors, and then you'll be able to judge if they're, which is that's obvious, isn't it, if they're genuinely supportive or not. Don't be deceived. See people for who they really are, I think is the message I'm getting from that. And then the Hierophant in reverse, again, that feels like it's something to do with people or rules. And I know I've talked a lot about throwing the rule book out, so it could be that. Again, it could be people who, I mean, it's not even necessarily religion. Well, I know it is often associated with religion, but it could be as simple as, say, if you've got a friend group or a community group and there's just certain ways that they operate. If you're against that, or it goes against your beliefs, or it just feels like it's not in alignment with you, then you may have to distance yourself or cut ties if it's not in support of your path. There was a reading I did for you probably several weeks ago now about assessing if someone's presence in your life truly supports your path, and this is what that feels like. Actually, I've only just literally thought of that looking at these. Anything else? Wheel of Fortune. This is where this is how is the prevention or interference with someone's path where there's delays, and whatever it is in their life, whether it's people or situations, is preventing them from moving forward on their path to me. I mean, 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups are not, I will take these two, are not solitary cards, are they? They're shared stability, shared happiness. Legacy isn't about one person, it's what you leave behind, isn't it? So you may need to be a little bit protective of what you're trying to manifest. Be careful who you share your intentions with. Just make sure you know who you're dealing with, which obviously sometimes it's impossible. We can't know everybody inside out, can we? But be very careful about who you open up to. And then that would hopefully prevent you from falling into low self-esteem, and then you shouldn't need to defend yourself with if you're around people who are genuinely caring and genuinely supportive towards you. So that is your advice. Be careful of who you trust, I think, is the key there. That takes practice as well. I mean, we've got training, consistency, practice. I mean, it takes practice. The more people you know, the more you observe people, the more you learn who's genuine and who's not, hopefully. And it's a lifelong learning process because people can be tricksters. So, but let's get your final bit of advice from the African Goddess Rising deck. Right, any final advice for Leo, please? You have naked. Okay, so we're going to put that there. And I'll read you the message from the book. It's a nice, short and sweet message. It says, Mummy Water, goddess of emotional nakedness. Mummy Water and her sisters live in the Ikpoba River in Benin City, Nigeria. But the ancient mermaid goddess is her own global pantheon. Mummy Water influences emotions and gifts her followers with clairvoyance and healing powers. Her guidance is hide no more. The emotional nakedness you avoid is your superpower, not your shame. Being emotionally naked means being vulnerable enough for the real you to shine through. Vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Practice being transparent. Start with the people closest to you. Say, I haven't been showing the whole me, but I'm starting today. Have the courage to feel and express your feelings without people pleasing. Speak your truth, share your story, cultivate an appreciation for vulnerability in others. Become comfortable with feeling uncomfortable and making others uncomfortable. I have the courage to be vulnerable. So with that message, in terms of emotional nakedness, defensiveness sometimes comes when we feel that we can't be ourselves, doesn't it? So that may be part of where you may need to be to show emotional vulnerability. I mean, I know Leos are often said to wear their hearts on their sleeve, so it seems like a strange thing to say, but then Leos can also have pride as well. And then when pride kicks in, then you don't show how you feel, do you really? So I'd say there's a need to be emotionally vulnerable there. I would say also pay attention to who is emotionally vulnerable with you. And I mean, be realistic, because not everybody's emotionally vulnerable. But if you're around people who you never know what's going on with them, then that might be a red flag. That they are not genuine. If it's always very surface level interactions, and you're supposed to be close friends, I would say be careful of that. There was something else I was thinking and I can't remember. So those are the main points in terms of that final. Oh, it was about in terms of what I was saying about you may not have truly followed your own path before. Along those sorts of lines, that's where you would need to be emotionally vulnerable in terms of following your own path. It's not that you need to spread your business to everybody, but be honest with yourself about what it is. Maybe you need to be emotionally vulnerable with yourself about what you really want and what you really want to pursue, rather than putting on an image. So yeah. So thank you for watching the video, Leo. Again, if you want to have this book for free, send me an email. And I'll announce if anybody's going to get the book on Friday the 13th, which is my birthday. Hope you have a great week. Take care, and until the next video, I'll see you then.